Well, good afternoon and good evening to all the students and parents who have joined in on time and who are here on this webinar with Alte University to know more about studying medicine in Georgia, as well as to hear a little bit about the private university that is available, which is Alte University. So before Miss Mariam can begin with the webinar, I would like to just take you all through a quick presentation and just take you a little bit, educate you a little bit about Gyanberry. I'm sure most of you already know what do we do, but it's just right for you all to just be reminded of the possible services and products that we offer. And then I will allow Miss Miriam to take forward the presentation. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, I would request all parents and students to kindly put down your queries in the chat below your screen. So towards the end of the presentation, if you have any questions, Miss Miriam can take the questions one by one. Okay. So Miss Miriam, can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
Great.
representing and introducing me. Nice meeting you all. Thank you for joining the session today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So today's agenda is as follows. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Gyanberry. I'm sure everyone already knows what Gyanberry is, but for the students who are not aware, I'm going to cover certain services and products very quickly for you to know and be aware of. Then I would just like to introduce Miss Mariam, and then I will allow Miss Mariam to talk. And then towards the end, we can end the webinar with a quick Q&A session if you would have any questions after the presentation. With regards to Gyanberry, Gyanberry is a student-first medical admission platform. So we are completely unbiased. We have, zillion different universities that we can help you with. We don't only work with partner universities, but we have universities in different countries that we can help you with putting in application, assisting you with entrance exam, etc. We also have a Gyanberry platform, which is completely transparent for students to assess which stage their application is on, and what is, if they've received the offer or not. Even if they want to upload documents, everything can be done on our platform itself. And over and above that, we use technology to simplify the process for students as much as we can. Now, with regards to our services and products, we have a couple of products that students can take advantage of. We have the AI-powered Instant University Eligibility Check. This is at the moment presently available for few curriculums, which is British, IB, Indian and American curriculum students. So you can head out to our eligibility checker tool, and it will allow you to check your eligibility for various different universities across different countries. For students who are from other curriculums like the local curriculum, SABIS, you can reach out to one of the Gyanberry counselors and we can help you with your eligibility. With regards to, apart from that, we also have an unbiased university course finder, which has around 200 plus medical universities with 300 plus medical courses or programs to choose from. And we have a common application and admission platform, which I was talking to you about, which is completely transparent. And once you register with us, you will be able to upload your documents on the same platform, track the status of your application, avail additional services as and when you require. And we also have online self-study preparation material. So if you do happen to choose a university which requires entrance exams, then we have self-study materials in place for biology, chemistry, physics, math, even the UCAT and IMAT preparations, which students can take advantage of. With regards to our services, we also have one-on-one tutoring services. So if you want to be tutored for a particular subject or a particular exam, we do have those facilities in place. We have something called Super Mentor service, where you can connect with our senior students who are currently studying in various countries abroad. So we have certain students in Georgia, certain in Czech, certain in Hungary, Poland, etc., that you can opt to speak with if you want to understand more about the international student life in those countries. Then we have MMI and interview preps. So certain universities do require interviews. Now, there are two kinds of interviews. One is the MMI, which is the multiple mini interview, and then there are the regular interviews, panel interview sessions, which Gyanberry can train you on. And then for students who are, not going to university this year, but are looking to go to university next year or in the coming years, we also have some summer schools and internship facilities that you can take advantage of. If you do need more information on it, you can just contact us. You can reach out to the website or fill the contact us form and get in touch with us so we can give you the details. And last but not the least, we do have visa assistance service as well. This is basically visa guidance available for different countries, which you can avail through us as well. Now, a little bit about our speaker today is Miss Mariam Korawa. She is, the head of international student recruitment at Alte University, Georgia, and she's here to share some insights about the university, the admission process, the facilities, and to answer some common questions, students and parents might have pertaining to Georgia. So, like I mentioned earlier, if you do have questions, I request you to kindly put in your questions under the chat. So once we're done with the presentation, we can take up the questions. So with this, I will stop sharing my screen and I will allow Ms. Miriam to share her screen and start with the presentation. Thank you very much.
First of all, thank you so very much for amazing introduction. All the details that you have shared with prospective students and parents are extremely valuable. And speaking of from the perspective of head of international student recruitment department, I understand like all the facilities that you're offering to international students are extremely important and crucial. And especially you mentioned like visa support. This is key factor that international students are, facing mostly require assistance on. So that is something that provides extra additional support. And I would of course recommend everyone use this kind of service, which is really, really valuable. And thank you so much for handling this part as well, which is really rare nowadays. So thank you for amazing introduction one more time. As you mentioned, I'm representing International Student Recruitment Office, and I'm here to present all the services that Alte University is offering and international programs, and what kind of opportunities the students are going to get while living in Georgia, studying at Alte University, and after graduation as well. So of course, I will make sure to make my presentation as laconic as possible so that you can understand these specific topics that are, under frequently asked questions, let's say. And if still you're going to have any additional questions, make sure to write in a chat section and we will make sure to go through each and every detail and make it as, deep and comprehensive answers as it's possible. So right now I'll be sharing my screen. I think this will be visually interesting to get information about Alte University. So I just need 1 second. It is visible, right?
Yes.
You can see my screen. Perfect. Oh, sorry. I'm going to now start presenting. All right. Alte University is a private university located in Tbilisi, Georgia. You can see it, right? So I'm allowing. All right. That's it. Could you please confirm that it's clearly visible?
It's visible, but will you be able to put it under present mode so the screens are much bigger?
Oh, I think I have put it on present mode. No?
No, it's on the regular mode. I can see the tab, the different slides.
Oh, all right. Because when
like a slideshow. I mean, if you can, and it's better.
Yes, it's better now. All right,
yes.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, sorry for a little inconvenience. So, Alte University is a private university located in Tbilisi, which is capital of Georgia. I'm not sure if any of you had heard about Georgia in general, and I will make sure to provide you with the essential details regarding Georgia, why this country is getting even more and more interest from the side of international students, why it is specifically interesting for international students and parents. And I will make sure to provide you with the essential understanding about the country as well as university as well. Here on my screen, you can see the name of our university that I'm representing. One of the frequently asked questions that I get, the first thing is, why Alte University? So what makes Alte University distinctive? So this is the question as per which I'm going to go through the details. Why Alte University is different from other universities and why you should be choosing Alte and not any other universities which are equally, let's say, amazing. But I would say that there are certain details that makes Alte University even more special and like appealing for international students and parents as well. So I will start from the very beginning, starting from the establishment. The motto of Alte University is education for constant development. And this is aligned with the name of the definition of the name. Alte is the Latin word and comes from the Latin roots, of course, and the name means achieving highest point, zenith. So this is something that we are trying to tell our students, current students, prospective students, our partners and parents, etc., everyone who tries to connect their lifestyle to Alte University. Striving towards perfection can be one of the key components of time spent at Alte University. So kind of like the name Alte itself encapsulates all kinds of idea that university is trying to implement on a daily basis. So we believe that nurturing constant development, just like I mentioned, the motto of Alte University, striving towards perfection, making sure that students are provided with essential fuel to let them grow, to let them like show the best version of themselves, could be the let's say one of the key components of their development. So we are trying to show inclusive approach towards education and make sure that each and every individual is carefully observed so that we can provide them with the specific approach towards their education. Of course, every single university is going to tell you that they're offering quality education. I'm going to tell you the same. But what can we prove? Like, what is the proof that university is providing you with the quality education? Apart from the comprehensive curriculum, which is really, let's say, carefully customized and well established, it is important that how the university delivers the education. So all the professionals that we have recruited and that we have hired to let our students get the best version and best theoretical and practical competence and understanding is the crucial fact in our quality education system. So I'm going to share this presentation with the Gyanberry team, and they're going to deliver this with you. And I'll encourage you to scan and find out more about brand identity and how Alte University manages to let each and every individual and student to make their study process the best experience for them. Speaking of it, I'd like to talk about one specific fact. I'm not going to go into details regarding mission, vision, and values, but I'll make sure to tell you that Alte University has set quite an ambitious vision to become one of the top 5 universities by 2031, not only in Georgia, but in the region as well. And I would say that this is quite a doable thing, considering all the approaches that university has like chosen, and how university has customized the mindset to be really accessible, to be really like quality and accessible for each and every individual. Plus, something that I don't think that many universities offering is really customized communication and smooth admission process. I'm going to take you through the admission process individually, and will tell you exactly what kind of details you should take into consideration while applying. And something that I'm personally really proud of is the values of university and all the inclusivity, diversity, and equality the university has achieved up until now. So when I joined the university, like approximately 3 years ago, the university didn't was not that big. However, during these 3 years, we have managed to recruit students from 45 different nationalities. So here are the key highlights that I would like to tell you specifically, that are really something that I would like to proudly talk about, that having students from more than 45 countries, and now I think now we have even reached number 50 as well. This kind of diversity is not visible in many universities, and especially when we talk about like relatively smaller countries like Georgia. And this kind of uh, like inclusivity, diversity, and having access to vast and broad networking opportunities at a very small scale is exceptional, and really something that many students are looking forward to. And plus, the quality education I've mentioned that quite a long time. This is, our diplomas are recognized not only in Georgia but worldwide as well. For example, such as countries like for European Union countries, USA, Asian countries, and etc. Here, I have prepared a little map for you so that you can visually understand what kind of territories Alte University has expanded. And I'm personally really proud of this achievement, as I have contributed towards this diversity. And I strongly believe that our international partners will also enable us to become even more and more present to different countries worldwide. I now also promise you to talk about some essential details about Georgia. Georgia is small country in Eastern Europe, like namely in Caucasus region. But something that makes Georgia distinctive and different and super interesting is that even though the country has like smaller territory, it is extremely diverse. Speaking of its natural diversity and diversity in people as well, namely students as well. So something that I think many tourists and international citizens are noticing in Georgia is that even though that it has its own traditional, of course, like traditional approaches and like its own things, still each and every guest here, each and every individual traveling to Georgia can really feel like at home, because it really, Georgia overall and Georgian people loves international like people and other people. And the one word that I can use for it is hospitality. Like Georgia is, I would say, one of the most hospitable countries in the world. And this kind of welcoming attitude makes everyone feel like at home. And I would say that choosing Georgia as study destination could also be a clever choice, because even though that students are going to connect their education for more than 5 years, let's say, to other international countries, they can still feel like at home and feel welcome, and they can find their own place as well. No matter religious background, no matter the cultural background, still every single individual in Georgia can feel safe. So let me wrap up the three main factors why Georgia can be a clever choice to connect your education to. First one is hospitality, due to its diversity. I would say the second thing is affordability. So I have collected the latest data in terms of pricing. So approximately 600 to 700 USD would be enough for a student to live, to have access to every single, basic utilities and needs, and to live like decently. I would say that this amount could be enough. I mean, sufficient. Of course, it's very individual, and it depends on the expenditure of individual. However, still you can collect this information, take a screenshot, and make sure to use it to plan your arrival in Georgia accordingly. And the next thing that I'd like to mention is safety. one of the frequently asked questions that I get every day is how safe Georgia is. Georgia is one of the safest countries, I'd say. Even talking from the female perspective as well, you can feel safe to walk around streets of this diverse capital, which is Tbilisi, still in the middle of the night as well. So Georgia is welcoming, safe, affordable, and what could be better, what kind of better descriptions could there be for a student to connect their education to? And plus, when we talk about like years of studying process and connecting not only, let's say, several months, but like dedicating years of your life, these are the factors that I would say that students have to be taken into consideration. Now I'd like to move to academic aspects of Alte University, such as what kind of schools and programs we're offering. Overall, the university offers 4 different schools, which are distributed into 11 different programs. As I'm representing international side, I'll be concentrating on international programs. So here you can see on my slide that we have 3 international programs, such as medical doctor, dentistry, and computer science. Let me tell you specifically what makes each program distinctive and different. So first of all, it is medical doctor program. Something that I noticed firstly when I joined the university is the facilities that the university is offering apart from quality, like quality education, theoretical education. So the facilities and international collaboration makes this program quite distinctive. So students are going to get the chance to practice directly on campus even before, let's say, moving to hospitals, clinics, and meeting real patients. Before I go into more detail, let me tell you that curriculum is divided into 4 phases, such as foundation, preclinical, clinical, and full clinical practice. So during foundation and preclinical courses, students are mostly taking, through the theories and through the understanding of how medicine works in general. And then when we start like the next part of preclinical journey and clinical and full clinical, students are going to get the chance to dive into the practice and real life scenarios. I mentioned from the very beginning that distinctive factor was how university approaches the practical components, study process. University is famous for its, let's say, not only like distinctive mode of the practices, but the collaboration as well. Alte University has a large connection and collaboration with largest healthcare provider clinics in Georgia, which is Ivane Bokharia University Hospital. During their clinical rotation and full clinical components of their studies, students are going to get the chance to practice directly at this university hospital and get understanding of every single department of the medicine. This is, I believe, one of the exceptional components, especially for medical doctor program students. And here you can see all the highlights about Ivane Bokharia University Hospital. So it is, as I mentioned, it is largest. I'm highlighting that word because it has nearly all kinds of departments, and students can get understanding of whole different, whether it's cardiology or even dialysis cabinet, and every single branch of medicine can be explored during their practical components at Alte University. And this is really exceptional collaboration, and something that I'd like to extremely pay attention to is the on-campus clinical training methods. So even during and before moving to the clinical rotation parts and internship part, students from the very beginning of their studies, students are gonna get the chance to practice directly on campus as we have set up different simulation centers, OSCE centers, and this kind of hands-on experience enables our students to understand how medicine could work in real life. So here you can see the real pictures taken at our simulation centers, and here are the simulated mannequins which actually react to what students are, let's say, manipulating on them. So this is really, I think, exceptional experience. Especially, it is something that I have noticed, like really fun thing for medical doctor students that they are exploring, and I really love how they approach to these kind of simulations, and this is something that students are going to get the chance to use, like all these high-tech facilities they're going to have access to from the very first day of their like joining at Alte University. Plus, the university is offering not only these simulation centers, but like as I mentioned, high-tech facilities, VR technologies, so that they can get understanding of the medicine even before they join the clinical experience, which is working with real patients. Now I'd like to move to the next program, which is dentistry program, and this is equally highlight program at Alte University. So we, apart from quality education and comprehensive curriculums, we are paying attention to what kind of real world experience we're going to provide students with. So this kind of clinical exposure and attitude and approach towards like the study process enables us to say that Alte University programs are really, really comprehensive and aligned with the real world. So something that is different in Alte University when it comes to choosing dentistry programs is that we have on-campus dental cabinet. This is not something that many university is offering. Here you can see the pictures which are directly taken at our own dental cabinet. Here you can see there are different phantoms, and students can work, like two students can work simultaneously at one phantom. And here is a professor and showing students how to operate and how to manipulate on certain tasks. And of course, each and every manipulation is conducted in safe and simulated environment. And this is strictly monitored, and like security and surveillance cameras are always on, so that students can make sure that their manipulation, their works are really conducted in a safe environment. So after this kind of practice, this is also available from the day one of joining at Alte University. They're going to get the chance to practice at our partner clinics around Tbilisi. So this is also exceptional experience for our students as well. I'd like to wrap up both of the programs, like medical doctor and dentistry program, are falling under our International School of Medicine category. And I'd like to wrap up that our diplomas are recognized and approved by World Federation for Medical Education, by NMC, and that's why we are getting more and more interest from students coming from India. We have recognition of WHO, which is like the highest, let's say. We have recognition of ECFMG, Higher Education Council of Turkey, Sudan. We are members of European Association for Quality Assurance in Higher Education and Association of Medical Education in Europe, which enables our students to continue their education or practice in any of their chosen European Union countries. So this kind of vast recognition and diversity enables our students to, plan their education and work in advance. I would like to wholeheartedly talk about our successful graduates from India who successfully completed FMG exams. There are, 3 pictures of our first graduates who successfully completed FMG exams, but something that is distinctive is that more than 70% of our graduates have successfully completed FMG exams, and this is really highest score compared to other universities in Georgia as well. And we believe that this number is going to increase even more and more every year. So the last program that we're offering for international students is computer science program. It was established in 2022, and since then the program has expanded. This is one of the most chosen programs at Alte University, and I'm really happy that even though that it is relatively new program, many students are connecting their education to our computer science degree. And I would say the reason behind that is that we are offering not only the good teaching methods and accessible environment and comprehensive curriculum. There's one additional thing that many universities are not offering is the additional opportunity aside the study process, which is all of our graduates are going to get the chance to have exclusive membership to Cisco Systems Corporation. Cisco Systems is a global IT and cybersecurity education program, and we're happy that we're partners of them. And it enables our students to have access to closed materials, networks, which is not available for everyone. So this is kind of exclusive approach that we have negotiated on, and we think that this is really exceptional, plus considering the fact that Cisco Systems offers more than access to more than 6,000 companies worldwide. It means that students will have the chance to get in touch with potential employers and receive guidance even during their study process, and find the prospective company where they're gonna work after they graduate. So this kind of environment and these kind of opportunities, I think, is exceptional. Plus, the prices of our programs are extremely affordable. Receiving quality education in European country with such affordable pricing is really exceptional. Here you can see the joint slide where I have presented all three of the programs. As you can see, medical doctor program amounts to 5,500. For dentistry program, the tuition fee is 4,500 USD per year, and for computer science, that's just 3,500 per year. Every year, we open 2 academic intakes, which are fall and spring intake. Currently, the intake is open for fall 2025 semester, and the studies are scheduled to begin in October. As you know, the capacity is limited. I always tell students and encourage them to apply as early as possible to receive the offer, initial offer as soon as possible, and to have more time for their visa process if necessary. So I would encourage you to take all this timing into consideration, contact the agency Gyanberry, and they're going to assist you with the whole process accordingly. I'd like to tell you that for all three of the programs, we require these standard documentation such as high school completion certificate, English language proficiency certificate. The minimum required level is B2, but please note that if student does not currently have B2 language proficiency certificate, no worries, that is not a problem, because we are offering 2 other options as well, such as presenting medium of instruction certificate, which proves that student has studied for more than 1 year in English language, or they can attempt the test that we're offering during the admission process. And this test is offered after interview stage. and passport, of course, and make sure to have valid passport with at least 6 months until expiration date. So once you collect all these required documents, then you're going to share with your agency, and the agents are going to submit all these documents to the designated admissions officers of Alte University. Once all the documents are checked and evaluated, then we are going to schedule interview with you using our calendar link. This is very convenient scheduling for us. Like this link will be delivered to your agency, and then you will have the chance to pick the most convenient timing for you, and our admissions officers are going to meet you at chosen timing and date. Please note that if we have not received all these required documents, we will not be able to schedule interview with you. So make sure to firstly collect all the required documents, and if the interview stage is successfully completed, then you are going to receive conditional acceptance letter within 2 business days. A conditional acceptance letter means that student has been accepted from the side of Alte University conditionally, and there are certain stages left to receive final unconditional offer, which we call invitation letter. First stage is paying tuition fee. Normally we require a semester fee, so all the fees divided by 2, and application fee, which is $200 for transfer applicants and $150 for freshman applications. Once the tuition fees are collected, then we're going to start official enrollment process. In Georgia, there is the highest institution who approves the foreign education, such as your high school completion process. It is the Ministry of Education, Science, and Youth of Georgia. So Ministry is the final institution who must approve the enrollment process of international student, and not only. Once we have received this recognition from the side of Ministry, which normally does not exceed 2 weeks, then you're going to receive final enrollment papers from our end. So to sum up, from beginning to end, this process does not exceed 1 month if all the procedures are done smoothly and into logical timeframes. So that is why we still encourage you to apply as early as possible to have all this process completed soon enough. There comes one extra requirement for computer science applicants, is that all of them will be required to pass online math test, and this test will be shared with your agent after interview is completed with the student as well. So after the interview stage, each computer science applicant is going to receive online math test as well. So this is all about admission process at Alte University, and it's extremely smooth. And something that is distinctive is that our admissions officers are always really easy to access to. Fast communication is our strong asset, and if there's anything additional requested, which I'm sure is not going to be requested if the documents are submitted on time, still we make sure to get back to you as early as possible and inform you about the process. All these documents are submitted via email. We do not currently have any platform where you should upload these documents, so please make sure to share all the documents with the agency, and they're going to proceed the rest of the process for you, which I think is a clever choice to do, as the agencies are handling really huge volume of applications, and they have expertise which will enable them to complete the application process sooner. So I would say that kind of approach could save you a lot of time and all the asking questions and etc. Still, yes, this is something that I wanted to share with you, and now I'd like to complete this presentation with the fact that universities offering really wonderful student services and exchange programs, and this, that some to be more specific, student services at Alte University are not just called student service team. We call the student experience department because we believe that time spent at Alte University has to be an experience for you. We are offering you, of course, with the service, but we believe that students are connecting their life with us. So we believe that making sure that their time spent here is exceptional, valuable, and they can really enjoy the moment fullest. We are offering different kind of clubs, existing clubs, but something that is also distinctive is that students can initiate their own club ideas as well. And it is really wonderful that our student experience department is more than open to collect all these ideas. One of the examples is the Alte Students Research Unit, which is established and monitored and run by our medical students. There are no staff members, like Alte University staff members, in managing this research unit. And this is something that I'm not sure many universities are offering this kind of opportunities. And this is Alte Students Research Unit students are organizing multidisciplinary conferences every year, and many international students and locals as well are participating, and this is extremely interesting and valuable asset for Alte University as well. I encourage you to scan and find out more about the Alte Students Research Unit. I have specifically included the latest conference for you so that you can explore more about this. And here are also QR codes for our different events, like freshman parties, like one of the most anticipated events for freshmen. Festival of Colors, Culture Day, Graduation Day, of course, a highlight of the year, and different projects and events. And I would like to ask you to scan and get more information about these events as well. So I'd like to thank you for your attention